Hi guys, it is a rather mild day and I realized that I have quite a shabby edge, or I had a shabby edge, and that my original edging has kind of rotted away and it's looking terrible. It was going every which way. So I was kind of surprised to see that the ground was soft enough. Even though we've had some cold weather and some snow, it was still soft enough to work, and I was easily able to pull these out. And they're pretty far along, so I think I'm just going to dispose of them. But I have been looking at them and wondering what I should replace them with. And then it dawned on me that on the other side of the deck, I have a system which is working out really well. And it's basically just a trench. And I did this at the beginning of the season last year. And you know, it was done a while ago, and it's really held up very well. It keeps the grass from growing into the bed, and it's just basically a deep trench right in front of the bed. So just with a little bit of work, it would be totally free just to continue that all the way around. And because I have lawn people that do take care of our lawn, they just come along and edge it every week that they cut the grass during the growing season. So I think that's why it stayed so nice, and I haven't even had to do any maintenance. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started and just take maybe half an hour to trench this out, and they can keep it neat for me during the growing season, and I think it's going to look a lot better than all of this rotting, falling over edging that I put in maybe 3 years ago. It's just beyond its expiration date, and sometimes that does happen with wood, but I think what I'm going to do here is going to last me a long time and be fairly maintenance free, guys, for quite a little bit of effort. So I also did want to show you that I picked up, I think it was a Rubbermaid bin, and it had some handles on it here, just some rope handles, which I removed. But I'm going to be filling this up, and I think I'm going to be putting my elephant ears in here in the spring. And as you can see, it's quite a large container. So rather than just fill the whole thing with soil, I have put some branches and at the bottom. You don't want to do too much wood because it will zap out the nitrogen as it breaks down. But the key to doing this technique where you use old branches or old wood is to use some wood that's already partially rotted. And these are just branches that fell down from my trees, and some of the trees they fell from are dead, so they're already starting to decompose. So I think that'll be fine just for the bottom part, and I actually don't even think it'll be near the bulb. But I'm going to take the soil that I get from edging and put that right on top. And then after I have that on top, I can go ahead and put my potting soil on the upper third. So I think that'll be a very cheap way to fill this very big container, and it's going to be all ready to go in the spring. So let me get started with my trenching, and I'll show you how it looks in the end. And guys, I am all done with my edging project an hour later. As you can see, I ended up with a lot more dirt and sod than I expected to. I thought I'd just have a little bit of dirt to go in the bottom of that big tub, but I overflowed it over there, and I have another pile of dirt. But no matter, it's going to go into my raised bed in the back that I put in last fall. And some of it can go in the compost. But guys, I am thrilled with the way this turned out. And it's got me to thinking that anytime I see something that's worn out and needs to be replaced, I really should ask myself, does it need to be replaced at all? Because for an hour of work and no cost whatsoever, I have a nice clean edge that will be maintained by my lawn service or by me very easily, just with a weed trimmer to go along the edge during the growing season once a week. And it's going to be really easy maintenance and look very nice. And I am really pleased. I actually gained a little bit more space to my flower bed too. And it really makes a big difference when you do this kind of project in winter, kind of an infrastructure project, and then you're all ready to go in the spring with your planting. It'll make a big difference in how this looks. So I'm going to sign off and go ahead and schlep all this to my compost piles and to my raised bed. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.